It's about up to my knees, whereas only about 75 feet across the parking lot the other way, we have bare pavement. That's how hard the wind is blowing. That's how light and airy that snow is.
Yusuf Avant, that murder victim, you can see the doors locked now. The space actually for rent.
Cell phones no longer a luxury item. They've actually become a necessity, and especially when talking about kids, these things have become quite a safety device.
Power is back on. Things are good here at the DMV, but this sign still hanging on the door. They are being asked by law enforcement to stay inside with their doors locked and not go anywhere until further notice. And instead of trying to break up the fight, they pull out their cell phones to record it.
Let me tell you, from being out here, it's the height of the storm. As ridiculous as I look, I wouldn't be able to see without these goggles on right now.
And hey, do you follow me on Twitter? Do you follow me on Facebook? Because I'm keeping you updated there too. This month's dollar totals will continue to rise, and I'm going down the hill. Live in Exeter, Tony Gugliotta, NBC 10 News. Even this one, every seat and every section of the ballpark is going to be cleaned and disinfected to make sure that it's peanut-free. And now you pilot the premier fighter jet in the world. Tell us about that. We start with that weather alert. Sunday night snow stretching into Monday morning. Let's get a live look now out over Providence from the NBC 10 tower cam. Snow coming down and piling up tonight on top of snow we've already had. And here's video from Pawtucket shot just about an hour ago. Well, the pictures on the big board behind me really tell the tragic tale, ferocious and deadly. So I'm surprised Gary's here because all the other stars are out in Hollywood. Well, it will take a monumental effort for the Cleveland Browns to pull off a huge upset and beat the Patriots in Foxborough tomorrow. Let's fast forward to tomorrow now, and the Providence Board of Licenses will discuss the fate of the Shark Bar and Grill. And in Providence, a local business up in flames this morning, ending a 10-year run for a popular store. We have Storm Team 10 weather alert coverage tonight at NBC 10's Olivia Fecto is live in Cranston with the latest on roads. But first, let's go right over to Storm Team 10's RJ Heim here in the studio with the latest forecast. RJ.
NBC 10's Tony Gugliotta has the reaction. It's only on 10 tonight.
Kids will be kids, but these kids may have taken that a little too far. This security video from Tuesday shows what looks like a group of kids in New Bedford throwing bricks over a chain-link fence. The target, this swan's nest.
Ready to hatch any time now, and I come in from work, and there's bricks there, smashed eggs.
Ernie Dexter owns a tire company in this mill complex on Coffin Avenue in New Bedford. Signs on the building and security cameras are in plain view. That didn't stop the kids from coming down the driveway to mess with the nest.
It's uncalled for. We're animal lovers over here. Everybody's upset about that. These kids are insane.
Not only did these kids disrupt the wildlife, they trespassed on private property, they also stole. The video shows that the kids took the bricks from underneath this trailer and threw them over the fence. There they are, clearly seen taking the bricks. After they left the scene around 6:30 in the evening, this is what the nest looked like. You could see a rock, a brick, and one leftover egg that didn't get hit. That egg was saved by Dexter and handed over to animal control on Friday. It will be brought to the Buttonwood Zoo to see if it can be saved. As for the kids, the people here that have come to welcome these swans into their little business community hope some type of punishment is handed down.
They got to realize they did wrong. I mean, that's horrible. They should at least have them come down here and clean this whole section up. Some kind of punishment anyway.
This video taken by one of the mill complex employees shows the swans nesting just hours before the incident. They haven't been back since, and a vandalized nest is all that remains. In New Bedford, Tony Gugliotta, NBC 10 News.
So we sent NBC 10's Tony Gugliotta to Bristol with the beekeepers on their mission, and that's where he joins us live tonight. That is Tony, yes.
Hey, Gene, Patrice, yeah, this mask, let me tell you, an important piece of my wardrobe today as over 35,000 bees were removed from the ceiling above that middle dormer here at the Governor Bradford house, the main house at Mount Hope Farm. What would you do if you came face to face with more than 35,000 bees?
Please don't sting me.
Beekeeper John Nelson asks them nicely not to sting him, and they oblige.
This keeps from killing the bees. With this small bucket head from Home Depot.
This homemade bee vacuum is run with a low amp motor so it doesn't kill the bees. Most honeybees are in danger because people that want to harvest the honey for sale will kill them by sucking them up with a shop vac.
They should call someone that can guarantee they won't kill them and show some sort of modified vacuum or a custom-made one that'll do it.
This is very important to the folks that run Mount Hope Farm.
Mount Hope Farm is fully aware that honeybees are endangered and that we need to make every effort to protect them. So we wanted to do this in a humane way, in a way that educated us, the general public, and certainly our farm family.
Notice that Nelson isn't wearing a bee suit, and I got pretty close to the hive with my camera as well. We didn't get stung. That's because we didn't make any quick movements, and we breathed through our noses.
I walk around my bees all day long as I don't exhale out of my mouth. I'm good.
The bees are fed through the vacuum and into this box. John and his partner Roger are spraying them with water to keep them hydrated, and will bring them back to an apiary to combine them with another colony. Yeah, and those bees will be used to produce more honey and to also complement existing hives. Now, this honey, this raw honey in its form here on the cone, I'll tell you, it's very sweet and very, very tasty. You can eat it right off the comb. This hasn't been treated at all. Excellent, excellent honey. Make sure that if you do have honeybees, you call folks like these guys to come and remove them humanely so the honey product can continue to survive. Live in Bristol, Tony Gugliotta, NBC 10 News. Gene, the victim in this scary video from Walpole, Massachusetts, you can see him there, is a Providence man. He's now recovering at home.
For one moment, I think that's the end of my life, you know, and I say, oh, God, forgive me for everything, you know, and I don't believe I'm still right here, right now, and with my family, you know.
Ronald Valley shares his memories of this incredible incident, how he escaped death after a car crashes into him and the gas pump beside him.
I was very afraid about that, you know, because I think this thing is going to explode, you know.
And explode it did. This charred shell, all that remains of the pump. The nozzle barely recognizable. The 1A Auto Clinic has been closed since the incident while gas lines are tested. Certainly tough on business.
We're hoping if everything works out by today, we'll be open this afternoon.
This kind of thing seems to follow owner John Nassar. Just last week at another service station he owns in Randolph, this happened. A truck barreling between the pumps. Luckily, no major damage there.
Broke our friends, end up at the neighbor's yard, totaled their car.
Believe it or not, in Walpole, the damage could have been much worse. As the video shows, Valley ends up just inches from a busy street. After the car hit him, Ron was sent a long way away. Actually, got this tape measure, and we're gonna measure all the way out to here is 25 feet. This is the end of the tape measure. 5 feet beyond this is where he ended up.
The best thing was he hit me. I fly away, you know.
And while he lay in shock, his coworker and friend, aptly nicknamed Buddy, flew into action, dousing the flames with 3 fire extinguishers and shutting off the fuel valves so the gas stopped spilling out. Are you glad that you were able to act so fast?
Well, yeah, but I can give credit for valves. So we have
the valves worked well.
Yeah.
I have to say, just God take care of me, you know. God save me, and I think God loves me too much.
I think so, Ron. Yeah, now Valley tells me he hasn't heard from the man behind the wheel yet, but knows it was just an accident. Live in the studio, Tony Gugliotta, NBC 10 News.